Hello, this is Octavius with Summit City Traditional Archery. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today, the video that I wanted to do is I wanted to do a review on the Selway quiver. Now, if you've never had a Selway quiver before, they are awesome, okay? And I own several of them. And I just got a new one, and it's right here. Selway Archery. This is the Grayling green quiver for bare bows. Now, you can use this on any bow you want, but this is designed to be a throwback to the original models with that Grayling green color that they had on them, okay? Now, this quiver is made right here in the USA. Awesome company from what I hear, and it's made in Michigan. You can see right here, it says it's made in Michigan as well. Now, this particular one, you can see that it's a 5-arrow quiver, okay? And you got the Bear Archery logo right here, and this is what it came in. The actual quiver itself looks like this. Look at that quiver. It just goes right on your bow, on the top and bottom limb, and that's how it is. This is the current setup that, one of my setups, I should say, that I hunt with. You can see that it's really easy to put on, and there's some pros and maybe a few cons as well, but mostly pros by putting a quiver on your bow. We'll go over that in a minute. But the original ones look like this. Look at this right here. This is an original Bear Archery quiver. You can see Grayling, Michigan right on there. And what they did is, with the help of Chris Perino, who is a longtime bear bow shooter, okay? He shoots a lot of bear bows, and I believe he shoots a Kodiak takedown primarily. But anyhow, he wanted a old school look design with a Selway quiver, and he helped design this with the old school logo on there as well. So you can see that they're pretty much the same exact color, you know what I mean? They're pretty much identical color really. This has a hook that goes up here, and then it bolts like this. It bolts like this. It bolts, that little prong will bolt to your bow, and then this hook will go around the actual limb. This particular quiver is too small for this Super Kodiak that I got this quiver for. And I originally bought this on eBay to go on this bow, but unfortunately it didn't work. So I have another bow that I'm gonna put this on. But I just wanted to show you that this one right here is actually an 8-arrow quiver. And you can see that in the hood there, it doesn't have the foam like this one did. Back in the day, they just had it go inside, and you had your broadheads or your field points kind of more exposed instead of fully encasing them like this one, okay? But let me set these down real quick, because I want to show you another Selway quiver that I have. I have a lot of Selway quivers. Actually, my first one that I bought was about, I don't know, 12 years ago. That was the first quiver I ever bought. Before then, I didn't really use them, but they're awesome for multiple reasons. Now, look at this one. This is a brown Selway quiver. Got the stitching on the sides. I actually bought this secondhand off a guy. You can see this says Selway right here on the side, and it's barely been used. I barely have used this quiver, and I'm getting ready to run this on a different bow, and I'll have another review on that bow here coming up. But this here, what this does is it swivels. I wanted to show you how this worked, because how it swivels. So you can see that this whole thing will turn like this. So I can go like that, and I can turn it just like this. And so that's really critical for when you are putting it on your bow, and let's say it's like this, and your bow's a little different, you can twist it, and it literally can sit like that. So this whole thing twists on the top and the bottom. So this is the hood, this part twists and it goes on the top part of your bow. This is the bottom, and it holds your arrows. These particular arrow holders are pretty darn tight, okay? I have never lost a arrow out of one of these Selway quivers. I've had other arrows, excuse me, I've had other quivers drop arrows out of them. I'm not gonna name them, I'm not gonna crush them, but I've never had, out of all my Selway quivers, one of these arrows falling out one of these arrow holders. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5. You can see that on the 5th one right here, this is the first arrow that you would use if you needed a follow-up shot. A lot of guys will take this off first, but really what this is designed to do, this is take off last. I'll show you that in a minute. So this is this, okay? I'm holding it straight, but if I twist this, still holding it straight, you can see that this whole thing will twist just like the other one, so it's fully adjustable for whatever bow. So they make different ones, and I believe, and I'm gonna give them a call, they actually customize their quivers as well. So this quiver goes on a different bow, but it's the same exact design. You can see that this one right here has the Selway logo right on it, and so is this one. That has a Selway logo right on it. But this one's just the Grayling green one that Chris Perino actually helped design because he's like me and he wants old school stuff on his bows. Now, this particular quiver, I've just shot a few arrows, yesterday, because it just came in. And immediately when I put this on, I just need to show you this. You need to make sure that as you put this on, you're in the fade out area. You need to push this up as far as possible so it is not on the working limb of your bow. If you let this slip down to here, like I used to back in the day when I first started running it, it will mess your actual tuning up of your bow. You don't want that, okay? You want to slide this up as far as you can. Sometimes you can get it to go up here, but realistically, if you're past this fade out right here, you're absolutely fine. This other side right here, same thing. I'm well past that fade out on the bottom part, okay? And so you can see that I got 5 arrows in here. And like I was saying, this first arrow right here, the closest one to you, you can pull that out a lot easier. What you need to do is start out all the time when you're hunting with one of your middle ones, okay? And if you're shooting like that, you're absolutely ready. If you need a follow-up shot, you immediately grab this arrow, pull it out, and you're ready to go, okay? Don't pull, from my opinion, don't pull out this one first, this one on the end. That one should be your follow-up shot in the hunting situation. Now, I have a quiver for about every bow that I own, okay? Because I like it because it also silences the bow a little bit more because there's extra weight on here. I put in all 5 of these arrows plus the quiver, so it gave a lot more weight to this Kodiak takedown, Super Kodiak. And what it did is it put a lot more weight right there on this riser a little bit. So now when I shoot, it's a quieter bow, okay? And it gives me a little more weight, so it's dead in the hand. It doesn't give me the hand shock that it once did. Now, I typically will, on most stock bows, have hand shock because I have a long draw length over 30 inches. So I'm really maximizing any bow that I actually shoot. Now, I've actually did a review on this Super Kodiak on a different video, and I would encourage you to go look at that video. But this particular video, I just wanted to show this quiver on here. It's just an awesome quiver all the way around. Let me draw it back a little bit so you can see that it stays in place as well. If I go like this and I draw this sucker back, you can see that it stays right into place. Look at that. Easy. And it doesn't move. So you can see that when I did that, nothing came out of here, nothing fell out of the actual arrow holders. I'm telling you, I've shot a lot of different quivers. I don't want to throw them under the bus. but nothing, in my opinion, is like a Selway quiver. Now they use different type of designs as well. This one slips right over. You got to take your string off and you got to slip this over to get it down to those fade out areas on the top and bottom. But they also have these where you can have a quick disconnect and it has a knob here and you can pull it off. I'm a little older school, so typically I use just the regular ones that came out with first. They also have ones that will bolt onto your bow as well. But I typically like running these because these will go on any bow that I shoot. If I want to take this off of this quiver, take this quiver off this bow, I can. But if I want to actually leave it on here, I can as well. I typically leave my quivers on the bow for the life of the bow, but if I want to take this off and save some money, I could take this off and put it on another bow. Okay, so that right there is the Grayling Selway quiver, and they call it the Grayling quiver because of the fact that it's a bear one, okay, and it's the same color as this one. So as you can see, Chris Perino and Bear Archery did an awesome job. I'm happy about it. When I saw this, I think it came out a few years ago and I didn't really actually go for it at the time because I had so many other quivers. But man, I said, no, I'm getting one of these Grayling green ones. I got these older school ones, but I want one of these, and I'm glad I did. And so, guys, put a quiver on your bow if you're hunting. Learn to shoot with it. Do what you need to do all year because you don't have to get ready when you stay ready. All right, guys, talk to you soon. See you in the next video.